Go.
Hi, Dr. Harling. We couldn't find a third video on YouTube, so we decided to make our own so we could really add a lot of value to future students' educations. So what we're going to talk about today is the strategy diamond. And the strategy diamond is really made up of 5 parts. So the first one is arenas. And this really encompasses, what product categories, what channels, what kind of geographic areas or market segments are you really targeting, right? So, in the case of the Pebble smartwatch, which we discussed in in our section of the assignment, like some of the market segments they're targeting are very, youthful people. They're very tech savvy and they're very into the newest and latest and greatest technologies. And with geographic areas, because they offer worldwide shipping, it's a very broad area that they're able to reach with their arenas. And as such, the people that they're competing with in these arenas will also be on a more global kind of scale. Now, with vehicles, this really encompasses what kind of growth this company is trying to target. So there's 2 types, mainly organic or acquisitive growth. Right. So the first one, organic, is when you grow naturally through increased sales, through marketing. Whereas the other one really encompasses M&A activity. There's mergers and acquisitions to jumpstart your growth and try to get ahead of the competition through unnatural means. The third is differentiators, and that's really talking about how you're going to win. Like, what makes you different from everyone else? What's your competitive advantage, right? Is it the image, your customization, how your styling of your product is, and what that really means to the consumer, and the product reliability, right? So all of these things really play a big part in making your product different from everyone else's. The fourth piece is staging, and this really talks about what your plan is overall. So are you going to do it quickly, right? Are you going to release a new product every year? Are you going to release beta models for people to try out, right? The way that you sequence these moves will influence, one, how your consumer really interacts with your product and gets to see sort of what you're doing, and as such will also dictate how your overall strategy works out. And finally, there's the economic logic, and this is just how you're going to obtain those returns that you want, right? So there's multiple ways that you can go about doing this. One way is through lower costs, through scale advantages. So if you have great economies of scale, you're able to offer a lower price than your competitors who may not be producing solely this, and therefore have to incur additional costs to create your product. So if you're able to do that, your consumers will be attracted to the lower price, and therefore you have that kind of advantage for your economic returns. So I hope that was a good summary of the arenas the strategy diamond, and have a great day.